Alaikum, bro. Suleiman Rahim here. That's the covenant. Breaker of seven seals. Brothers and sisters here. Rest in fear, racing toward shock. Shock of it. Shock of the eye. Shock is going to fear. Unexpected. Because the knowledge of this world limited, perishing, for the whole world into darkness. Great fear, great fear. President, as men's hearts be failing, strokes, seizures, fear, emotional, sexual, pain, be worse than actual physical pain, terror, fear, men's hearts failing them, fear. We're looking at those things which come upon earth, as heaven shall be. Which notice here is, notice, this fear is anticipation of the terror that's coming upon America. Anticipation of it. What will be the state? Hello? You sure it's not your system? Because I'm looking, monitoring mine's list. Because it's not buffering here. I'm looking at a monitor and went through another computer. Me. Pardon? Maybe a service. Pardon? Currently, I have some kind of buffering problem. I'm not sure whether I should continue or not because I don't hear. Going a little further, in fact, I know what happened. Again, men's hearts filled with fear, those looking upon those things coming upon earth, how's heaven shall be. They're in fear and anticipation. What let's continue, brother. To Trump. Make America great again. definition must be great if he has to make. I'm not going to go into, but trying to save America, and he can't save America. No power or end it. Phantom power. Written, I was destroyed, wise, bring to nothing, instinct under prudence. That's who found this book. Written, I was wisdom of the wise, nothingness, instinct under prudence. Going to go a little further, bro. Written things based on their experience in the past. Written in the nations, they have power. Power. Their power's over. Wisdom worked in the wintertime. Years. I'm going to continue. I'm going to bring a quote. The idea. This is happening right. What's about to happen? America's at inflection point. Things dramatically change. Now, free fall. I said, I hope you're going to negotiate. Going to be a metaphor, Iran. I think they want to get that letter. The alternative is we have to do something because you can't let another nuclear weapon. First of all, who says you can dictate to another nation what they is over? Just read a couple of these. This President Trump has threatened Iran's leadership with military action to not negotiate its nuclear program. Something is going to happen soon. Trump's warned Iran. Their bullying is over. Trump is not buying. Iran's not buying. It's afraid of toothless wolf anymore. Meanwhile, Trump doubled down on this threat of military action. Yes, Iran warned that something is going to happen soon. Written them a letter saying, I hope you're going to negotiate because we have to go into in the military. It's going to be a terrible thing for them. Trump told reporters next time you'll be talking about is Iran, which means it's going to be on the news soon. And listen, the report is that next thing you'll be talking about is Iran. That means the next news. Come out something very soon. That's what's going to kick off the pop. Iran directs Trump's threat. Trump chose business news, Fox Business, that he has written to Iran warning it to negotiate on Facebook. Dude, I tell you, I'm going to kick you. Iranian diplomats said implementing a threat of war against Iran very big, dangerous, and would turn to a worldwide, widespread fire. There are two ways Iran can be handled: militarily or make a deal. If you don't make a deal, I'm going to kick you. Really? Sure, you make a deal because I'm not looking to hurt Iran. Great people. I've been about this for years. Now we're there. Let me just monitor what's going on. Okay, I'm going to move on to Brown Sisters. I'm going to talk about a few things here, but first, our topic. Them. Excuse me. Imam. Man. Means a service. I'm going to talk about the creation. First, I want to talk about. Actually, I'm going to go talk about it. Now, if you go and read Exodus, listen to what it says here. In Exodus, Genesis. God said, let's make man our likeness and let them be over the fish of the sea, over all every living, creeping thing that creeps upon the earth. I created man's own image, in the image of God created him, male and female created he them. God blessed them, and God said to them, be fruitful, multiply, finish the earth, subdue it, dominion over the fish of the sea, over fowl air, every living thing that moves upon the earth. God said, behold, I've given you every herb bearing seed which is upon the face of the earth, every tree in which the fruit of the tree yields seeds. You shall be fruit for meat. Every beast of earth and every fowl of the air, and to every beast of earth, every fowl of the air, and everything that creeps upon the earth, wherein there is life, I've given every green herb for meat. And it was so. And God saw everything he had made, and behold, was good, even in the morning and the seventh day. We're going to analyze this. I said, what can I do? Now, I'm not going to go a lot of detail here, but I'm just give you the general, because this is something you haven't heard before. You understand how the creation works. I'm trying to, we can pretty much wrapping this up, bro. My job is to give your mind back. You know, we have mind back, you have to, and if you're going to be God's, you have to have a thorough knowledge of self, as Master Muhammad said. It means you have to, you're going to be God's creation, you have to know your creation works. You don't know that. They don't know that. And it's in the Quran, it's in the Bible, but you don't know how to read it. I'm going to read this for you. Okay? Now, like I said, evolution, they got that backwards. Evolution is based on expansion and contraction of the universe. When you put something under tension, you pull things apart. Small things, bigger things, bigger things, bigger things, bigger things, bigger things, bigger things. As the tension increases, a rubber band. Once it some part, the rubber band collapses again. Then it's stressed again. Some breaks apart. Under stress, that means satisfaction. Satisfaction brings about a change. Satisfaction goes once you. That's what happens. So start out microbes and bacteria and so forth, more plants and then so forth, right? Until you get to the maximum, biggest part of the creation. It was creation. They're almost like us. They're between us and the beasts. See, that's why they refer to as beasts. And the Quran calls a speaking beast. I will bring up a beast from the earth that will speak to you. So it's a beast that actually speaks. So it's between us and the beast. Now, when you read this, who is he making man in his like image? That's the angels. He's lifting the angels up to be gods. Lifting angels up to be gods. Now, in the creation, as you bring things into existence, right, you give them their own backs, as the Quran says. So it's wild. They fit into they're part of our body. Just, right, we put parts out. We have a total genetic code, but we turn that part off. Right? As we get further and further in, we still have the whole, original nature has the whole genetic code, A to Z. Like the microbes just have Z. Plants might have this Y. We had a whole thing. So we're in turn, we can start turning it back on again. Because when you get to the whole contract, you need all those attributes to stand all the full pressure of the universe. I don't want to go too far deep in that. I'll explain that in the past. What I want to explain to you here is that as we was doing that, we was building the creation. That's why it says, I did all these things, then he rested. Not after 7,000 years, like they said. We put the planets out there, galaxies, set up everything. Separate ourselves into beings, male and female. Everything's in the wild. Yeah, we bring it out, it's in the wild. But it's still part of our body because all biology is part of our body. It came out of us. From one being, all life came. So what the bees do, that's something we had functions and plants, all those functions we did. The original being did all that. Now, it's like when the male and female, the being, right? Because they tell you, oh, well, see, all you have to ask questions. Well, man was first, and then he looked back and something breaking a woman out. Well, when does that happen? And if that happened, did he have to change his physiology? Because if he had to think about a woman later, what was his physiology? How does he reproduce himself? You know what I'm saying? So, what was he look like before he took the woman out of himself? If that's actually the way it went. It didn't go that way, but that's Elijah Muhammad's interpretation of it. Right? Like I said, he was just a messenger. And Master Muhammad told him to study, and Master Muhammad said that Elijah Muhammad didn't get it right. It says right now, I'm not going to waste time. I still, Elijah Muhammad, right? He's like a father to me. I'm not bad mouthing him, just pointing out. So the thing is that you have that situation, you know, and you bring these things out. So now, that's making now time bring the creation into control. Now, the creation is finished. It's done. Everything with creation. I don't like to use the word creation because I got to be careful of the word creation because I mean I bring something from nothing. We've been always here. We wasn't self-created. Can't be self-created. You got to exist to create yourself. If you didn't exist, then how to create yourself? It doesn't make any sense. That's the way they thought at that time. Elijah Muhammad didn't know anything about computers, so the way he came writing history was based on, like he says, the moon was they used dynamite. Well, during this time, dynamite was the most powerful supposed to have. Nobody knew about time. It's impossible to have that much dynamite to blow the planet apart. If you understand how dynamite works, I don't care how powerful it is. You need more dynamite, bigger than Earth, probably, to do that kind of damage. I mean, just not that. But he didn't know about nuclear explosions. He didn't know about that. He talked in the sense of the knowledge, things he had, like Muhammad. He talked in the sense of they knew well at that time. You got to understand these things. Anyway, so Yaku's creation was actually the last. In the last creation, as the Quran says, we'll make a raise a beast out of earth. That's Adam. Who's created. And the particular Adam we're talking about in the Quran is the last 500-year-old. God can make God. Anyway, so once you've done that, so now you bring everything under control now. Create everything, now you bring everything. That's why it says right here, remember, this is talking about us, last 500 years. Being raised to gods. Let's make man our image, our likeness, we raised to God. This ain't talking about Adam. Read it, it says he could eat anything, but there ain't gonna be no Paul. Anyway, he says he had no restrictions where Adam had restrictions. He couldn't touch this tree and all that kind of stuff. Let them have dominion over the fish of the sea. Dominion, that means not control. So obviously, they didn't have it before. Because he said, now you have it. They're going to have it. We don't have it now. The creation, they fear us, have control of the lions and that stuff. Everything's in the wild. Everything's in the wild. Let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, over foul air. We don't control the fish in the sea. Eat it and everything, we don't control it, what they do. That this will have control over those things. They won't be in the boil anymore, they'll be under control. That's what's telling you. Pay attention to it. Everything. Everything. Everything that creeps upon the earth, everything. Then it doubled down, and that's male and female. So the whole idea with the Quran and the Bible and everything saying about female is more. Because in the Quran it says female is 1 degree below the male. Here. Equal. All things new. New wisdom. But even Adam and Eve, right? Eve was the afterthought. Adam was superior. He was supposed to obey Adam. Not here. In our image, male, create him male and female. Equality. The angel brings in new world. Then it doubles down. But it says again, God blessed him and said to be fruitful, multiply, and replenish the earth, subdue it. Do it. It means it was subdued before. Have dominion again over the fish of the sea, over the foul air, every living thing that creeps upon the earth. Doubles down again. mean? This means that everything's in the wild. But once we get dominion over it, it won't be nothing in the wild anymore. We control. They'll fear us. They won't attack. They'll be a lion will be as friendly to you as these dogs are to their owners. Wolves and everything. That's what's telling you. Hold dominion over them. You ain't gonna have them in your houses and all that. They do. Even with them all. What it is, it's a whole new world. You have total dominion over them. They will submit to you. And we actually need that because, like I said, the energy deprivation process, once it mentions in heavens and earth, but coming all of a sudden, it means earth to be so rich. Energy is going to produce kinds of stuff. I mean, that's like capitalism, all that kind of stuff would be of no use because there'd be food everywhere. There'd be abundance of food, there'd be abundance of animals, abundance of trees. That's why we have to have control over it. Otherwise, it says, I should have printed that out, but it says the only reason why it doesn't destroy all the natures at once because trees and, because everything will overcome us. There'd be so many of them. We don't be, because it'd be so rich, it'd be so much food, everything multiplied, billions of other than everything else. We have to get that under control. Right now, we don't have control. We affect it. We just don't have, like a child. Little baby, he affected there. They don't control it yet. Once stop control, they'll say they want a Lamborghini, man. I want you to get me this. I want you to get me this doll, baby, and everything. When they control it, cry. They're affected, so I don't control it yet. So we can affect it, we just don't control it. We go out there, hunt, we do all kinds of stuff. We affect the environment effectively. We just don't control it. That's what it's saying. Control it. Control the animal. We can affect that. We can kill them and everything else. We don't. But we're not going to be wild anymore. We're going to domesticate all of it. That's what it's telling you here. How does that happen? Because you have to be removed. See, at the cross, they all serve us. They all serve us. The bees serve us. They produce honey for us. All these different things. Yeah, you got virus. You got bacteria stuff. You have still in your body that some of us good for. Need it. All these things serve us because they came us. They're part of us. Now they're independent, but we used to control them ourselves within ourselves. Now they're independent. They have their backs in the wild. So you had two groups. You had gods and you had the angels. Then you had the animals and things. Angels, right? That was Jacob, Esau, all the nations. They were angels. That's why it says God said to the angels. God said to the angels, he submits to Adam. Adam wasn't an angel, but they were. That's fool made it stupid. Well, Iblis is not Satan. That's another story. Confusion as soon as that. Iblis is not Satan. Iblis was an angel. I mean, just I don't remember. It's just a little bit. See, there's no math in their thinking over there. They're totally superstitious ritual. It says God said to the angels. Number one, God's angels submit to Adam. And Bliss did not. So why would Bliss be cursed or chastised for doing something he wasn't told to do to begin with? He said, I told angels that. They say, hey, Bliss is not an angel. Then what the hell God gave man heaven? Yeah, I didn't tell you to do anything. If he wasn't an angel, he said, I said to the angels. And listen, no, I ain't going to do it. But he had to be an angel. Otherwise, why God cursed him for doing something he wasn't told to do to begin with? See how stupid that is? And one reason they got sick because they start using logic, they find that they're the jinn. They're Iblis. Because they're the only one, because they say Adam is the whole human race. If Adam is the whole human race, that means angels are supposed to submit to us. See how stupid this crap is? Adam is the whole human race, like they say. Angels supposed to be submissive. So, hey, angel, would you go and fix my sound for me, please? Hey, why don't you fix dinner for me? See? Hey, you dumb, you deaf. How can you answer? Oh, you do something. You probably Smith to me. You said you was going to do it. So how come you ain't? Hey, come here, speak to my audience here. It's all bullshit. Because that ain't it. Angels are is all the people that the gods and angels. That was they was remember the angels didn't know any God. But it says, I don't know anything but what you told us. That means they wasn't paid to think. It was just supposed to serve. They're supposed to be submit. That's it. I said, do it. That's it. They, oh, we don't know anything. Wait till Adam to think. Or tell them their names. According to that, they didn't know their names. I said, you know what I'm saying? If you just logically, it's stuff falls. Because if you put that away, that means Adam has to be, as he says, Adam has to be whoever's ruling the earth. Whoever's ruling the world right now, who Adam has to be, who's ruling it? Europeans. But if you say that, who's totally opposed to Europeans in every way? Arabs, Sunni Arabs. Case closed. Did it again. Don't want no parts of it. Capitalism, no democracy, no industrialization, nothing. They totally opposed to all of it. Case closed. That's why they can't use logic, because then they ain't Muslim, are they? But they ain't in submission to Allah, are they? Move on. See? That's the angels. Angels being lifted up. And the angels. Got a special case I'm not going right now. It's very deep on the archangels. They get to Master Muhammad, because Master Muhammad is really not a god. He's an al. Not going to go in detail about that, but Elijah Muhammad said he's a made God. That means he's not a God. Made God. They taught on that. Right? And I remember Mr. Yusha told me, says Master Muhammad is a made God, but said the original God. I said you got the 1,000-year period. You got archangels. You don't have angels anymore, but you got archangels. That's it for right. So angels been upgraded, but the ones that are not upgraded won't be around anymore. You got angels that rebelled. Remember the jinn, they were angels. Satan, Iblis is not Satan. Yeah, it is. All together. Yeah, it is. So, as the creation is simplest, and then it gets the most complicated, and the most complicated was the ones that's like us, like the Bible says, they had a structure, but not the substance. Beast that speaks to you, say, look like us, similar to us, but it has substance. Europeans, Magog. Oh, that's okay. I'll take a little time to try to explain this. That's the process of bringing things out of us. We see how Yaqub did it, but for them, for other ones, for how to bring the beast out and how to bring it, how to separate the male and the female. It's a big process to do all these different things. But we see the process going on with Dr. Yaqub. Bring Adam and Adam be Adam is more powerful. He can be more powerful because he requires less energy. He doesn't have, it takes discipline times energy equals. That's why I keep sending prophets to them to keep shore up their discipline so they can maintain power. Because it says they had to follow guidance once he put them in, maintain power. They follow guidance. And they don't have the discipline. So the prophet's message come tell them, follow. Be their power. So now they're declining now because they're losing. Understand that. But they're the last part of creation. Because once the angels, they was the ones serving God. Then they elevated gods. They were the servants. Primarily the Levites, but also gods. Levites, they're lesser angels, but they're angels. I mean, but they're going to lift up the gods too. Question altogether. There's a question that where things are going. The point is that the angels, some are lifted up and some are destroyed. Wicked angels, and they would be cursed. Once it's submitted, it up. Let's make man like. So then, we still got the creation out there. Now the angels left to God, so who's going to replace that? Serve to God. That's where Adam comes in. Let me do some math here. Explain this before I'm explaining again. If you understand the fundamentals, that's the repentance. Let me talk. I don't. I take. He's talking about repenting. Oh, just so you saw. That's bullshit. That's the case. Man, I can steal everything I want, take everything I want. I say, hey, I'm sorry, and I keep it. I mean, that's a good deal. Go for it. Let's go out and start ripping people off and scaring people and robbing banks and everything. Then we report say, I'm sorry, I won't do it no more. Really, that's the way it works. But you keep everything? That's a good deal. I'll do it no more. Maybe you don't do it for 2 or 3 years, then you start doing it again. You go to the same part. Okay, I made a mistake. I won't do it anymore. No, repentance means you got to get back what you took. That's how you know. They say, well, you feel sorry. I'm intensely sorry. I feel guilty. Anybody know that? That's what you're saying. If then you give back what you was told, then everybody, you repented. Sorry for what you did because you gave back what you took. Let's look at another thing. And I'll tell my wife. If I steal something, somebody steals something from me, they steal $10,000 from me. Now they took. Now I got 10,000 worth of energy. They got my $10,000. So say I take those $10,000. They got to my 10,000. I take 10,000 from them. That make me a thief? I stole 10,000 from them. I stole something. What was the consequence of that? It's thief by circumstance, not really a thief. It's like a person, that woman, she goes out there and starving, she got kids and a man on left and everything, out there and sell herself. Prostitute. She tries to say what she's a prostitute by circumstance. Different. That's our situation with thieves and robbers and everything by circumstance. Because there's no consequence to that because your balance is straight. Somebody took $1 million for you, you got $1,000 back, your balance straight. There's no consequence. What consequence? You got 10,000, what you supposed to have? No consequence to you. Okay? That's why Farrakhan is going down so hard. The accuse our brethren is going down. That's the math. That's a little way of looking at the math I tell you about in there. It says we're not that vectors. We're not responsible for what we're doing because all we do, if we're doing these things, we're getting back what they took from us. Only problem is, if somebody steal $10,000 from you, you steal $1,000 with a dynamite back, might blow your damn self up. So you gotta be careful what you steal back. But it's still worth $1,000. You good. The problem is you could steal something that might kill you. That's what I'm saying. So if you steal back this American dream, that's a bad. You're getting back what they took from you, but still, you don't my whole life because that's going down. That's going to sink. That's another way of looking at it. But there's no consequence to that. From that, only consequence is you made a bad choice over here and you hold on to something or you'll be destroyed. That's what you hold on to this American dream. Yeah, America belongs to us. I'm going to take back what they took from me. But you don't want to take this quality back. You want to take another quality back. But they stole $10 from me, so I'm going to steal $10,000 worth of shit. Okay, yeah, you got $10 worth of shit, but do you want shit? You know what I'm saying? You get the idea? No consequence because you balance. As consequence, nature concerned, you balance. Now, the devils, all the energy they got for the last 5 years, been stealing from everybody. But how do you produce your body? Sperm you produce is from energy. Egg, that woman, when she put you in the womb, she's developing from the energy she's getting from food and everything, air and everything else. All that's stolen, then what she's producing don't belong to her. And what's produced don't belong to them. It belongs to who they've been stealing this energy from. You understand that? So the devils, that's another major backfire because their plan was to enslave us forever. Their plan was to double check myself. Their plan was to enslave us forever. That wasn't going to happen. When energy deprivation looked like this, the energy is forever. But it backfired on them because everything they got is from stolen. So that means their bodies, everything, doesn't belong to them. It was all produced off of stolen energy. So what they've done is they've made themselves slaves forever because they belong to everybody they've been stealing from. So I said they'll be taking captive all the nations. It's nothing they can do about it. Too late. They don't belong to themselves. They belong to us. And from our point of view, we're going to take control of this whole thing. They all belong to us. They're not independent anymore. And whatever we do to them, it doesn't matter because no consequence because they're ours. They don't belong to themselves because the cells and all the energy they made up of is stolen energy. We all energy. Everything they made of is stolen energy. And stolen from us. So all other nations, all nations gonna get their due. Right? I'm just talking about us in particular. So remember I told about discipline, right? Now, it says that the Son of Man will be the hope of the Gentile. I said I get a little deep here, bro. You got the Gentiles there. Christianity is 500 years old. Was talking about the Catholic Church. Christianity, God came on existence 500 years ago. They broke away from the Catholic. Christianity, Catholicism is two different things. You may think it's not just, they only call it. The thing is that you have those Christians. I told you, Christianity was the Islam. They was in submission. That was the guidance they was given in Adam. That was the sealed Bible. As long as they didn't go overboard and afflict us, says don't touch that tree or you be un. As long as they didn't touch us, they was doing God's will, and that was still Bible, and that was Christianity. They have, and they've been ruling. That's why they've been ruling. They wouldn't have been ruling if it wasn't God's will to do it. They was in submission to God's will, and we was submission too, because we were submission to them. As soon as they weren't Muslim. If Muslim means in submission to the will of Allah, Adam was in submission, but Adam was making shed blood, right? But yeah, he was in submission, wasn't he? So wasn't he Muslim then? If you want to be logical here in mathematics, and those in submission to him, what is he going to teach them? To make shed blood. So if they're submission to him, then they Muslim too. And the jinn were not Muslim, but they say, "I'm not going to submit to you." If Islam means Muslim means submission to the will of Allah, that means the jinn weren't. They not. They got the crown. You understand? So you got a class of Christians try to observe the commandments, discipline of the Bible. But discipline times energy power. They got more energy in us because we Lamborghinis, they own these much. They apply discipline. They don't have natural discipline. They did have more power than us. So if they apply that, they hold on to that. We got brand Christian. We're not going to. We're going to do. People, we're not. That group, they're going to let it by, like those so-called Quakers do, and people, right? Not saying them particularly. Because America's losing power, so they become a fan, losing discipline. Everything. These people hold on to it. So the long cut short of it is when the goat comes in, when otherwise the nation closing on, they'll have enough power to survive that. You know, have enough power to survive that destruction, because they have to survive destruction to be taken captive all the world. They said they be taking cattle. So what group is that people that survive? They cattle about to get destroyed. So how was they survive? Be taken captive. They have to be alive to be taken captive. So these are the ones. That's why I say Gentile. Suleiman is the hope of the Gentile. It's talking about them. So they're gonna try to hold on. Oh, they call it Jesus, whatever they call it. Right? So it means instead of they don't get crushed. They had enough power to survive. That's force that's crushing the rest of them. Just enough to survive to go be captive. They get into the hereafter as captives. And not only that, remember, they own themselves. They're still here. They're still living off everything stolen. So if you understand that, it means they're the ones, the captain, they'll be eternal slaves, but forever. Because they don't own themselves. Because the energy they made of is the energy they stole from everybody on themselves. Own them, that's why they be taking captive nations. So they were trying to make us eternal slaves. They made themselves us. That's the last part. So why do we need them? Because we not have angels anymore. Upgraded. The rest of them just got a group called archangels on that. They're in submission to it. Because they have no control of themselves anymore. There's no consequence anymore because we own them because they made from the energy they were stole from us. They were stole from us. I'm trying to get you up onto the mathematical wisdom. Maybe you can Maybe not. Okay. So what does that mean? Because now, remember we have to get control. Once you come God, you have to control of the nature. It won't be in the wild anymore. Control. Hold dominion over it. We're not building no electronic or biological. Here. Yeah. I'm going to shut this down. I mean, it's not that big of a. You have to understand creation, fully understanding creation. This pretty much wraps it up. Oh, it's special effect. Here, down here, we had angels and we had the gods. I'm not saying I'm the God. I'm just saying, using this picture. This was the whole genetic structure. Got the whole. We turn it off as we leave it independence. So we got to here, then we turn everything off. Now all you got gods. This. Because that final creation, that's between God and men. I mean, God, angels and gods and animals. Because we use them, they're our service. Won't be angels anymore. They'll be, can't call them angels because they weren't angels. Less than angels, because angels, men. And they were, these are between beasts and men, so you can't call them angels. Between beasts and men, that's why a beast is speaking to. So we be communicate with them. They can't speak our language because they're powerful. Brain's not powerful enough. But they will be able to speak a language. And we have to speak a language that they can understand. But they can speak to the animal. They have a natural, we think for animals. They're the ones that we're going to use them to have control over the animals. We'll give them commands, they'll control, domesticate all the animals. They love doing that. They want to domesticate monkeys. They love doing that. So now that's their nature. Have them domesticate everything. They'll serve us. There's certain that capacity also as normal service, like taking care of cooking, everything. Anything manually have done, they will do. And they've been told submission. Remember, there's no consequence because we own them. We own them. They were just like all the other animals. And they'd be told, all the animals, they would domesticate all the animals. That's how we control, because we don't want the biological system to get out of control. We just leave it like it is right now. That's why we have to be overrun by birds, we're overrun by bees, overrun everything. because there'd be so much energy in the earth. Earth would produce so much, everything would be out of control. So they will keep under control. They will be total destroy. That's the final creation. Now we're going to control. It says we're going to have total control, dominion over all of it. Don't have it now. Yes. Read that carefully. There he is. Us. Angels. Give them show wings there. I mean, emphasize. That's total. That name. All angels are called servants. Yep. Coordinate between us. Let's get off. We had to communicate with them. We communicate with them. We want no manual work will ever be done anymore. Use honey anymore because the bees do it. We're doing the anal stuff now. Manual stuff. You'll be forcing a woman to do it. That's one of the reasons why in the sealed Bible, but since we angel deprivation, angels too weak, so they put the burden on the females. You got to cook, you got to wash the clothes. Kind of, it comes to a reaching halt. That's one of the reasons that was the wisdom of angel deprivation. Somebody had to do it. So it's okay. We push it on the female. It's my idea, but that was. It's over now. Now you got them. The interface between us and beasts. They're beasts that speak in beasts. That's one of the reasons that another is being here in the middle of them. So we understand and learn them better, is to get the control. On creation. I bring everything into submission. Understanding creation, brothers and sisters. These are only the ones, that's why it says, he'll be the hope of the Gentile. Those Gentiles was trying to follow the Lord. Now remember, even in there, okay, are the elephants more powerful than us? Ain't they stronger than us? Of course. Aren't the apes stronger than us? They have more power. Because they have more energy. They don't need as much as we do. And we're going to make sure they have discipline. They're going to have to follow the law. But we have total control over them from here. They'd be very powerful. But they're going to be very powerful. Like an elephant, very strong, but who controls the elephant? Got stronger apes control. They'd be very powerful. They're gonna have to. We're gonna make. They have to obey the law. We just and all they will have. That's about. Would have fear of us. All they will be domesticated. They will be under control. They be under control. They be more powerful. More powerful than the angels were. But now, understand, they have more energy than we. But it is. Brain power keep us get over the elephants. Now, I don't care how muscle you get to the gym. No when where you can wrestle elephants. Wrestle. If you don't see them doing it, they more. We have more powerful here. They count. That's the creation of it. They be take captive all the nature. If you want to take them captives, what are they going to do? Take them captives all the nature to do what? To sit there, to sit them out. No. That's the last Adam. All those able to obey the law or Moses or Ten Commandments means they're having hidden. Things together. Let me explain this again. Anybody's having why? Because I got watched on YouTube and I tell you, maybe they in my system and they make sure everybody else get. Okay. Talked about phantom power. This is control situation. That means pressure, control pressure. Push down. This pressure has no place else to go. It's locked into the cylinder. Push down. Nowhere for this air or whatever this is. It can't go. So press down on it. No place for it to go. So the pressure builds. The pressure builds. Best grab. See, those is more pressure. It's higher. That's the kind of pressure devils had to go at ruler in the earth. They had to be ruler of her earth. They had to go. God could make our head have control earth in order to exert their power. If somebody put you under pressure, I'm gonna put you under pressure. I don't buy that. That don't bother me. No one can pressure me. They can pressure me. They give quality pressure. For instance, I'm gonna fire you. They put pressure. They fire you from a job, right? Okay, you're gonna get another job. Now, if they can fire you, can't get a job any place. That means they have total control. That means you have no place else to go. Then that's intense pressure. That would be value. I think I'm gonna use that. Anyway, when you take and I find a good word for that. Anyway, conversion pressure. Gotta think a good. Think about it. Yeah, I just know what I understand. It's like when you take and convert gold to diamond. It has to be that kind of pressure. Can't go anyplace else. So Anyway, the idea is that you have to transform. Transformative, I guess that's what happened when coal transforms. So transformative pressure. That means, of course, you'd have to transform something else. Can't go no place else. That's kind of pressure we was under. That's why we was put in the center of the devil. So there was no place we could go. They transformed us. We couldn't escape. Had no place to go. Pressure was transformative pressure. And so God can make our head have. That's why I said they go out and they control the whole world. For the pressure to work. They could pressure nations, put sanctions on you. They could do things and infect nations, destroy nations, they could rock nations, everything. They had transformed pressure. No, you couldn't escape their control. Any place on earth, they had control of the whole thing. That's transformative pressure. This type of pressure here, not transformative. If you put pressure on this, it can go someplace else. So you don't cause it to transform. So that pressure is only quality pressure. But most, you can't stay there. You can't stay on this job, but you go, no. But if they fix it, you can't go on any job, transform it, because now you got to obey them or you starve. We just go some. You understand the difference? Because in this case here, the pressure on it. Just someplace else. So that's how you know how much power you have. Is it transformative or is it quality? Transformative quality. Quality. Then all you're doing is affecting the quality of the thing. You ain't affecting it. So we look around today and see before 2020, America sanctioned on people and it was destroying nations, breaking them down. Now they put pressure on people, sanctions, all that kind of stuff happened. They put sanctions on Iran got, and then they got more missiles, they got more technology, ever. This went someplace else. They put pressure on people because of the dollar, now they start Brexit. They go someplace else. The pressure on Russia, pressure so all someplace else. That shows they don't have that kind of pressure. That means America doesn't have any quality power. They don't have transformative power anymore. That's why I say they're phantom. Phantom power. When they control the quality, okay, you can't buy aluminum anymore. Okay, well they go buy something else, buy something. Before, if America said it, you couldn't do it any place. You were stuck. America said you couldn't do it. You couldn't do it, and then that means they crushed. Can't do it anymore. That's why they're afraid of Brexit. But they say, hey, we got alternative. You understand the difference? America's phantom power. They have quality, not transformative. That's the best. You don't have transformative. So when they go to war, that's why they went to war in Vietnam, and what? Vietnamese still have control of Vietnam. They go to Afghanistan, Taliban. Just their quality. I mean, as long as they was in it, it was causing trouble, havoc, mischief, and everything else. They never got control of it. But they didn't have transformative, but they couldn't transform the country. They just went back, and now they back control again. Same thing in Vietnam. That's how you know America's a phantom country now. If you read the signs, you understand they don't have any power. You don't need to fear them. Like when they had me down at Demon's Island for 3 years, their quality power knew it. Everything they did didn't work. They threw me in jail and everything else. Everything they came from someplace else. And I'm here. got away totally clean, and they still think about how I did it. All they had was quality power. I knew they had quality. Once I left, that was the end of it. Only way they can affect me, I go back there. They got all kinds of stuff. If I go back there, man, they put me. They got all kinds of stuff on me. They made up all this crap. Go back over there, they can put me in jail and everything else. They keep sending me letters, man. We'll get you. We're gonna get you. You owe us $1 million back and this and all this stuff. And they've been sending letters for years. Keep sending them. But you need to understand how things work, brothers and sisters. That's why brothers and sisters get in jail and stuff, because they put quality power. They think it's transformative power. Oh, are you going to be jail if you don't make this deal? And they get scared and they go ahead and get them quality. They don't have. Oh, okay, I'll be guilty. If you're guilty, man, we give you 6 years. You don't. We're gonna give you 100 years. Okay, I'll take this. I'll take 6 years. Hold fast, because if they had you, they wouldn't actually make no deal no damn way. Get your ass. Hold fast. They told me in Guam, you make a deal, you only have to do 6 years in jail. You got permission to leave the island. I said, okay, well, go for it. Not making. You'll take me now. You're gonna take me now. Man, I ain't going to my knees. I'm here. Here. They still trying to figure. I know the difference between brothers and sisters. Because right now, they rule the nations with quality power. They don't have. People fearing, oh, they get memory, what they used to do. You remember America doing, memories. Emperor's dead. Anything of Farrakhan. We got quality power. He's a son of a devil. All you got to do is Google him. Right there it says father's name is Percival Clark, and look at first Clark. The devil, Mexican Jamaican. Let's come to the street halt fast. Okay, so I covered those 2 points. Let's make sure. Tell you about Adam's creation was just a rulership, because that was the last. It was the last part of creation, to finish creation off. And we take those that follow the guidance. They survive and they become the servants. A power. Phantom power. There's no power. He's going to find out when he runs into Iran. Went to Iran. Iran can't crush him because Iran has quality power over there too. That's why it says they're going to be thrown out in the Middle East, because they got some place to run to. They got some place to run to. Europe. Ain't going to do too much good, because they're going to be at war with Armageddon. They're going to run to Armageddon, but only Iran can do is force. They also have a degree of transformative power. I said, because oil, they will have control of most of the oil. If they had control of all the oil of the planet, then they have transformative. Other countries have power. Oil. Russia has. Still, Venezuela. If they had total, then they'd have transformative power. And because you have to do what they say. They don't have that, but they have something and stuff forced them. These they've thrown out of heaven. Start understanding mathematics. Maybe don't. You're going to have to. Continue to go on while there's not before you lack. I talked about this yesterday. Do more. Then you enter a garden, not before you lack befell those who as were before you. Stress and affliction befell them. They were shaken by the measure, and those who believed with him, they went over. Saying that, I explain we have two seasons. We have the winter season. We're in the 6,000. Winter season. Winter season. Spring season. Dawn. New season. He's a May God. They ain't going to tell you that. So we over here is winter. Spring is coming in. So while you're in the winter, we're winter people. We round and just like just there. Contrary to us, anything that's contrary put force in each other. That's the force we're experiencing. That was the force not to generate the heart. Force us not force to cause the diamonds. We had to be in the middle of them. Remember, they had to have transformative pressure. We had no place to go. It totally has control. We had everything we told it was 100% dependent. They took everything, our names, our religion, everything totally depended on them. It means they had transformed pressure over. That's what it needed. Transform us. I say us, from the Levites, gold into diamonds. Had intense pressure. So they came from every angle it was coming. Every angle. Economically, religiously, socially, everything. That's what lightning bolts are. Christianity, the mind, mentally, everything. Total control. That's sure that when you hate something, you change it. The more you hate it, the more you change it. So they change 100%. That means that hate is 100%. The only way it's set, we have to be exactly like them. It means they hate us who we are. That's too complicated to understand. When you're out there, and then they just fist bumping them everywhere. When my wife was walking this morning. I think they listen to my, like you tell, I said, I'll be, and then we be talking about. That you take it, love your enemies, then why would I waste time being your friend? I waste time being your friend. If I do evil to you, you still gonna love me. Maybe you love me more. The more evil I do to you, the more you're gonna love me. Makes no sense, does it? Yeah. I think, you're gonna treat me the same way you treat your enemies. Now I'm gonna mess with you for. Your enemies, you treat them nice. They're doing stuff to you. So it's always, well, if I be mean, you still gonna treat me nice, right? You know what I'm saying? When you analyze that stuff, it's all BS. Love your enemies. Good to people. If you do good to people that hate you, then they're gonna hate you more. Yeah, he hate me. I'm doing bad to him. He hate me. Maybe more bad. I want to beat his ass. More he's gonna hate me. More he's gonna love me. That's that back. If he love me, beat his ass. He gonna love me anyway. So maybe he love me because I should beat his ass even more. You're gonna encourage it. That's still Bible stuff. Because we're supposed to submit to them. Right. Submit. Because consequence, and this is perhaps I'm going to repent, consequence cannot be thwarted, cannot be stopped. Only be dammed up. It means you don't respond, Punch me in the face, I don't hit you back. Punch me in the face every day for 365. Oh, you 365 punches. I just didn't do it. So now, at the end of that, I start hit you 365 times 1 hour. You're not going to survive that. You know what I'm saying? That came back to you as a flood. You can't survive. It's just. You see the fire to me? It's fire. But it says all the shit they done in 5 years is coming in one day. Don't crush them. All the cup they done in 5 years coming one day. That's just. But it will destroy them. But what I'm saying here is that you're here, and as time goes on, you're more energized. You're trying to keep. Because remember, they're attacking you. They put pressure on you. That means they're attacking you in every. Look how much. Look at yourself. Look in the mirror. What's your name? Name they gave you. That means attack on you. That means they didn't want you to have the name you're supposed to have. Where you working at? Work for them. They have total control of you. That means they have to control something. You have to put pressure. They're forced to do something they don't want to do. They force us to be like them. It means they hate us. They want us to be like us. They don't want us to be us. That means they hate us. They try to transfer us to look like them. You understand? That's coming economically, spiritually, digitally, everything. It means we're under attack. You understand? Bottom line, we're under attack. So you want to try to keep from being attacked. So you go along with it. Because if you resist, as long as you go along with it, there's like a lion, right? As long as he's tame, he start acting up. This hot rod in his behind. As long as he's going along, he's fine. As you going along, American Dream, going along, they tell you Christian. I'm a Christian. In Exodus, they got a whole story about that cross, that bronze statue, serpent. So you're going along. So you're going to remember, it takes energy. So all the energies you have now, you're using the energy to protect yourself in this environment. All the energy you're getting, remember, you get every 50 years you get energized, energy wave. So you use the energy. So you're going along with them. You dream, working for them, a Christian, got their name, James Nickelbob. To keep them from attacking you. That's what that shield around you is. Keep them. It's the American dream. I'm going along with it. I love America. I love Jesus. My name is Jimmy Nickelbob. I name my children Nancy Bobble Butt with it. You understand? That's what you're doing. Using energy to protect. Remember, we're over here because we didn't have enough. It was over there in Arabia. We had the best part of planet Earth, but remember, you don't have. It takes money for real estate, right? So if you can't buy that mansion, you live in a trailer home. No money to live in a mansion. But when you get enough money to live in a mansion, oh man, I better steal this trip because man, racism, here, trailer, and give me a nice car. But give me 2 trailers. You don't want, if you move over there, answer the white folks, you're gonna be in here. Check yourself along with them. That's where you use your energy, quality energy. They control the quality of energy. You go to American Dream. That means your energy to get a mortgage, your energy to pick out a car, your energy to do this, do that. They control the quality of energy. I've explained before. $1 million shit farm equal to $1 million gold mine. Both of them work for $1 million. Quality is definitely different. Both of them worth $1 million. They say you cannot buy a gold mine. You have to buy a shit farm. Okay, no, well, I got $1 million shit farm here. But you smell shit. They're worth $1 million. But they control what you can buy with that $1 million. Don't tell me they don't do that. Because Your boy Dick Gregory and what's the other guy's name? What's the one that had that TV show? Can't remember. That Dick Gregory. I don't like him. He was drugging girls and all that kind of stuff. They tried to buy back in the day out. Maybe change. I buy. They wouldn't let them. They want people to be in broadcast. That's why they bought BET out. BET not owned by black, owned by Jews. Behind the Jews going all the black entertainment stations. But they want to make sure they control your issues like food today talk say it right. He put the blame on you. He couldn't see his demons. Nobody made those. Who made those people play those parts? But all that kind of stuff. They demons. For an image. He didn't want to go there because Bill Cosby. Bill. They got money, had money to do it. They said, "Oh, we don't let you buy." They didn't want. They're going to control the black folks here. Get out. Bottom line is, you have enough energy now. Purchase this part of the earth. They want to keep you over here. Partly because they're exploiting you. I need to go in. Maybe I need to go in a little detail on that too. You know, industrial age, you're still employed. You're still a slave. And the reason they use you as a slave because you use better producer. That's what the I'm not. I could be hours talking. My president. You understand what I'm talking. Bottom line is, capitalism is by exploitation. You're the most exploited people on the planet. Like when you're in the fields, you produce like 10,000 units of energy for them. They gave you back. You was producing gold for them, and they was getting your shit back. Getting your shitlins. That's what it's shit. Shitlins. They just changed the S to C. That's how stupid you are. They said, "It's stupid, man. We just changed the S." That's what they called it back there. Shitlins. That's what it is. They out there now. They got money. They buy it. They ain't gonna buy it if you call it shitlins. Let's change it. Take the S and put a C there. You don't see that? And you smell it when you cook it. See the shit floating. I ain't gonna eat anybody's shitlins. Bottom line is, they got you working Burger King and Popeye. They limit the food I can go. But the point is, they pay you for what you produce. There was no profit. If you produce $1,000 for them, and they gave you $1,000, there's no profit in that. So if you produce $1,000, they give you $200. But you produce $1,000 though for it. Where's the value? They only give you $200 back. $300 for them. They can't give you the value, pay you the value for what you did. That's the most of the black. Yeah, everything is so. It's not go out and prove that. That's another reason they're exploiting you here. They still, that's like that. They were doing back when you was in the fields, they do it industrial, and now they try to do an AI age. There's different levels of it. That's one of the reasons why I keep it here. Bottom line is, let me get to the chase here. Bottom line is that in order to say, okay, because they took the vision away from me. That's what Farrakhan, take that vision away from them. Don't tell them, man, tell them they can't buy that mansion. I mean, don't buy that mansion over there. Don't buy that mansion over there. Stay here in the trailers. Don't buy that mansion over there. We're going to stay in the trailers with our folks. Don't buy that mansion. There's going to be trouble, man. Trouble with what? That's why you ain't going nowhere. They want you to stay here. Keep exploiting you. On top of that, they know if you get loose, you're going to have to get your own mind, and then you might come back out. You might want some revenge. And I'm on and on about that, but you know what I'm saying? But you have enough energy to purchase that now. They said, no. The fire plants, they tell you, don't purchase that, don't purchase that. But that means you have to leave here. But now, but in order to do that, you have to liquidate your funds. Because right now, your funds invested in the American dream. That trailer, that car, that job. That's where your energy money invested in that. You got to liquidate that in order to get the money to purchase that there. But when you liquidate that, then you're in trouble. But now you have protection. Now, hey, your name is Abdul now. You're a Muslim now. You don't want. Maybe think of something. But what happens? See, you're under attack because you being yourself. Maybe they hate you for who you are. That's why they transform you into what they want you to be. You just go back to what you was, and the hatred comes back. Because remember, in this case here, in this particular case here, the American dream is destroyed. They was come at you economically, mentally, socially, everything. That's why this war destroys all that. They can't come at you all those ways anymore. The only way they come at you is physically now. Why it says they're going to attack you once that war, because they can't come at you economically anymore, because they're spiritually anymore, because they just went down. It proves they're not it. You are. Understand? 1, 2, 3. Then attack you directly. Because you had to let go of you don't have the American dream. You let go. You united. United. Come together, see the great army. But you ain't using that energy for the American dream anymore. Energy to unite. And to purchase. Got that vision now. Then they're attacking you all the way as you. You understand, brothers and sisters? That's what the angels tell you. Trying to show you the mathematics. That's what you think you will go without being tried, afflicted, and everything. Because you got to give up this world's life to get the next one. It says, those who love this world's life, there's no portion you after. You got to give this world life, and they hate you. Because you're spring and they're spring. If you come spring, they can't make it to the spring. It means you become the ruler, because now spring, they can't rule in the spring, but you can. The spring means they die. The spring comes in, destroys the winter. I'm just give some heads up, bro. I could talk about this a lot more in the basic. And why they tell you, why they saying what they're saying. They ain't just saying this. The reason why I say that's affliction. To get into the garden, because you got to give this world's life. That means they're going to that those who love this world, the world loves them. That's in Scripture. If you don't love this world, it will hate you. It's in Scripture. It says they love their own. But if you're not this world, the world will hate you. That's right there. Let me move on. Then you understand who fire. Christ is not a big part of him. He's got rich off in your flesh for 500 years. He didn't produce a goddamn thing, but I see a multi-millionaire. You know, here, this is the alternative. And it's the alternative here, right? And you hear, going to this, you said, I'm not going to go for this team over here. I'm going to go here, going to America. Going on to America. See, you don't want them to flick you. Like, man, if we Muslim now, we're going to tell me going to Arabia. They're going to come after us, man. You don't repent of this, so you hold on to it. I'm not a conflict here. Here in America. America belongs here. What happened? If a race is going to be destroyed, you don't repent, then they go straight. Made bad decision. Onto something. Energy. Wrong quality of energy. Hold on for a second. Got a minute. Anyway, I wanted to mention, let me say one by going to this. This thing about Ramadan. Someone said, like, first of all, not first of all, Ramadan. This is not Ramadan. I said, first of all, the Quran itself says that stationary. Every year they have the reason why they have it because that's a good example of what I'm trying to explain to you. Hey, you should listen to Adam. But see, they're 1,500 years in the past, and they was going by a lunar calendar, old calendar. 1,500 years later, ignorant you. He based a year based on the moon. Quran says it's only 12 months in a year. Lunar year is more. How in the hell they can say they got the right Ramadan? The Quran clearly says there's only 12 months. Only 12 months in a year. It says they take and they change the fast every year. Changes different times. It says in the Quran verse, but that's what they say. So they don't know what the hell they're talking about. That's why Elijah Muhammad made every year based on the group calendar, based on the sun, not the moon. I don't pay attention. They talk that to, first of all, they ain't Muslim. I don't care how much Arabic they talk. I don't care how many Qurans they throw at me. They ain't Muslim. I know who they are. They're the jinn. And it's evidence because if you say the only people on the planet, religion, no matter what, only people on the planet, totally reject Adam. I don't want his religion. I don't want his technology. Right? I don't want none of it. His economic system. I don't want any of it. Government. I don't want any of it. Reject it all, and that's exactly what you said. They people on the planet. That's clear enough. You know who's now having you whole humanity, and you. So problem that hey, take that. Yeah. Yeah. Daylight hours. And anyway, I tell you when Son of Man, he went fast. You had to fasting. That's fasting is good. This way it counts. Get your mind back. That's where it counts. You come and say, well, are you fasting this week? Are you praying? No, get your mind back. Everything else follows. First pillar of Islam, consequence. Mind back. That's what's primary. That's ritual stuff. You know, that stuff that the guy, he's got the Hulk. I couldn't tell him it's 5 times 5 is divided by 5. Got a calculator. You right here, I'm just focusing on this part right. Here it is. Never in 1,000 years. They tell you the millennia is in the future. Dark ages, millennia past. 1,000 years was over. Europeans was locked down to it was a resurrected. That was an Islamic empire. Abraham empire locked them down for 1,000 dark ages. 1,000 years they got loose. Gog and Magog, American Britain, okay? And they would go out and deceive the whole world. See people here, steal Bible. They would go out and make all the nations, right? And the city having been and stepped down fire out of heaven, ate down them. So it says in heaven, okay, they would for thousands. Remember, they would go out for a season. They would go out and make every nation in the four corners of the earth, right? So they go out for a season. I think it says. Well, that's interesting. With it. Anyway, we lead them to the great war, right? Anyway, it says, and the city having been loved, that's Jerusalem, right? And the city having been loved and stepped down. This is when they come to destruction. They surround Jerusalem, and fire out of heaven ate down them. We understand Angel Key. That's that hailstorm, those two, right? Like I said, when Moses threw the pillar of fire, tried to kill him, those just talking about the attack. That's when that's understand Angel Key knows that's destruction will come. And it brings fire, step down fire, and step down fire to heaven, eat down them. There'd be mouths involved, and we understand. So it gives you a time frame. That's what's about. Then, and the devil was making the earth was thrown into the lake of fire and sulfur, and also wild beasts and wild false prophets. Day and night, ages, ages. Destruction comes. Yeah, right now. And the wisdom world, industrial age, because during this time, right, not the industrial age, but our culture age. Culture age, we had our planet wasn't. The whole planet was alcohol because the whole planet was suffering injury. Everybody had to farm to get. That was they took and made us farming for them, exploit us. That we was lazy. No, you don't get a lazy. You don't buy a lazy mule. You buy the best mule to work. They tried to young people who tried to enslave so-called American Indians. That's because use us and raped us and everything. In deprivation, we end up then energizing, trying to be energizing, because we're causing this. And more energy, now we move to industrial age. That's the basic computers. That's things are embryonic. Now we're still slaves, but who's the best at it? Who's the best in the field? That's why they push Nick. Who's the best workers? Exploit us and pay us back. And that's what we do. The thing is, that's why I had civil war. We're in the industrial age. Who's going to outperform them? And they couldn't compete with us. It was lock us out. And every time we build a city or a town, someplace, they would come and burn it down. Because they couldn't compete with us, industrial age. So ultimately, right, we kept going. So us, they said, well, hell, let's get this stuff out of here. All the jobs that industrial jobs. Keep you from getting them. You get them, you become more powerful. Then come the AI age. And then again, you brought that in. You don't understand. They're not going to tell you. who benefit the most. And they can't control that either because you're the best at that. That's a fact. I went through the program. What's of that? Fucking out. And again, keep you from getting control of it. They freeze you out and bring all the Indians in to do it. Then you have control of their. You control the industry. Then you have control the AI. Yeah. They always try to put you as a casted villain in it. You notice in these movies, and when they have like a thing or something, and they have the black guys computer whiz, they'll make sure if you do it, you are evil. If you computer whiz, you evil guy. So you don't. That's what's going on, bro. This is the age we're going to defeat them. They right now they can't control. They couldn't control the industrial. And China's kicking our ass now. Why China? Well, you made them strong because you didn't once have jobs you gave them. Now they're the strongest industrial power. Now India's becoming China and India becoming the strongest because you want to get a job over in India now. Because you didn't want to have it. So it's a mind war. Angel is a computer program. You know, program this whole environment. Powerful programming, program a computer, program this kicking your ass. And they with it. Mission, but these God and Magog, that's still come in, pushed out the cultural skills anymore. We're better at it. Tell you that. Hey, coming now, yes, you're better at it now. If you control AI, I tell you love it. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there, brother and sister. Okay, let me say one other thing. Weighs heavy on me. I'm in mission right. Help the Levites because Moses been them because turn against Moses just like that. Some years they turned against. It's like it wouldn't even pause. They didn't pause. They didn't pause at that. I mean, the next day they found out, turned against him. He had him going. He had a dream to get out of here. All of a sudden, Wallace and said, "We don't need that stuff." Comes right with him. He talked that bullshit. I was there. Temple 2, Chicago, right there. Coming for a night shift. Big newspaper I print. There. They turned against Muhammad. They turned against Master. Turned against teaching everything. But while they were Farrakhan follows the devil, that shit they play it all. Again, just like bam. Farrakhan. Everything speaks against him. You know, he from a just a little like little picture of him. Maybe they way down like a little rat in a barrel. They said, "Well, she cut this tree down. Oh, give me. It's gonna have to be here." Certain things, I said I wouldn't second guess the scientists. They said it'd be three. Three, no, all together, but three, spread out. There's a question about who those three were. That doesn't matter. Show my time. They show right. The purpose is because in the book down, they don't do a damn thing. Believers, they believe it. They went in the furnace and they said, hey, we ain't gonna go. That was it. Other than when you study angel, not too much more than that because they don't extra anything neither, do they? He said, remember, they weren't in the NOI. Outside. Said the NOI are still ropes and blood of the Lamb, which is what does that mean? That means the books there, book of thunders. So that what they mean? They got control of that, or to the head of those books, if advise them or something. It means the Lancer has they, they didn't advise them and explain to them. Don't need to do that. If they know it. If they know it, they can't do that either. They get hold of the books. Those books will be given to them. They control that. Be soon. Books will be given. So they're going to figure out themselves. That's the minimum they're going to have. That's what the angel says. That's the minimum they're going to have. And that the there. Minimum. That's the whole angel. They have done that much. Mean. Does it mean that people that have those books will be to advise them and know it themselves? That's a question. So my thinking has been going back and forth on that because it had to be led. It doesn't say in angel that they'll be led by. I've been going back and forth for years. I said it's going to be somebody in it. It's going to lead them to a tribulation. Those read, they do it. So it's not defined. It's up to me because I'm the one who had to put this together and transcript. So looking at it, I keep going back and forth. There's going to be some leadership from then and on. You know, the client said it's going to be leadership because somebody's going to step up, take it down. Take nothing within. They're already in the power. One of the reasons why they got this always because they trying. Who's going to take Ishmael's place? Because he's going to step up and say, take Farrakhan's place. He's talking directly to Farrakhan. He's Elijah's son. Then who's going to take his place? Couldn't keep idiot. It ain't going to work that way. It's going to be taken down with. The point is, people that lead it, they have to be on the case. Got to be serious. They got to be respected. They be focused. I could lead it, but I'm not going to do it. But lead them through. I'm going to set them up, and they got to be baptized themselves. 'Cause that's the Levites. They got to figure it out. They don't want being transformed. They don't want got to move up to the next level. If I do it for them, that's the push my bill. That means they haven't done it. They got to do it themselves. They got to. I can't. If I go to the gym and I do all the workouts for you, I'm the one building strength. You got to go and do it yourself. They got to do it themselves. Do it themselves. But they don't make it. There's no guarantee they make it to a tribulation. But first, you got to get through a transition. You got to repent of Farrakhan. You got. That's why it says. It says. Master from it says it. He says he's not going to do anything until they figure out who the difference between them and the demons. I don't think they haven't figured it out yet. Between them and the demons. Then demons have to be cast out. Then they come together extremely great. Got to get the demons out of there first. That's what I got to do, but they got to repent of them. I can do. That's why I'm just waiting. He's waiting until that's where he's supposed to be overdone back in December. Closed out. That's what Jonah got mad and everything. Hey, this angel said this thing was closed out, shut down back in December. And I said, no, do it now. I already told these people, no, I ain't gonna do it now. They still confused. They still with them demons. They can't distinguish themselves from the demons. That means they still stuck with Farrakhan. They got to repent of Farrakhan. That's Nineveh. Nineveh repenting, not Nineveh, the great city. That's America. They got it all mixed up over there. What's going on right now? Suleiman, he's the one to stand up for him. About to ban him. You don't have to be here. No one's telling me to be here. Nobody's standing on my shoulder, tell me what to do, and you don't see me doing that in half-ass. Nobody walked against it here. Come over here, let me teach you the angel. I want you to be our messenger. No. Nobody came and talked to me. Nobody did anything. Nobody helped me. Nothing. So you have backed into the angel. I wasn't looking for it. Then I know I could lead them, and I'm pretty sure once they come to get their mind back, they wouldn't have any problem leading them to the pleasure. Because the way I carry myself, take care of business. I'm focused. Already been tested. I ain't afraid. I see me back down straight at what anybody do to me. They'll come at me all kinds of guys. They try to turn me into Frank doctor last week. That one out. But can you look in the mirror and say, yeah, you trust yourself to lead yourself to the truth? Remember, women and children are depending on you. Millions of people are going to be depending on you. You can't be half-assed, talking slow, wondering what you're doing. But they have to have total confidence in you. Not you have confidence in yourself. You have confidence in yourself too. But they have to be confident in you. But they're going to be walking through darkness, through hell, fire, and everything else. You have to know that you have to be sure that, hey, you know what you're doing. That you can get them through this thing. I don't see any of that. I'm not going to do it. I'm preparing myself right now. I know we got that war. We take our land back. Different war. Already been. Got my mind back. So they got to get their mind back. Like they got Benji. They hold on American dream like I showed you earlier. Folks are here. Vision to get back home. Once they get the vision, then they got to start acting on the vision. That means a tribulation. Ain't about friendship, ain't about buddy. It's about reality. You trust your children, to a person like you, to get your tribulation? Trust your children? Would you? Tell the truth. Look at me. It's still up in the air. It ain't a joke. It ain't a game. I said, you should. I was always take my message. They don't talk about wrath. They never talked about wrath before. The wrath is coming. It's going. So a lot of points they will get. People ain't taking this serious, and it's going to be a shock out for everybody. I don't see anybody taking this really. Maybe talk is one. I'll get you. But I mentioned that, bro. Says right now, open up. People that are going to lead them, they have to know what they're doing, they have to have focus, communicate, set example, fearless, clear, and focused. 100%. Lead. You have to see it in you. You can't just say it. We had people come before. I can lead into tribulation, but because you're saying it, we had people over the years, man, yeah, I can do it, yeah. Now they gone. Something you trying to press me with. Can you do it? Can you? I'm not going to do it. If I do it, then they can put you in a wheelchair, then you're going to walk. Levi Nation. Goes to because I'll be doing the whole Levi Nation with somebody in charge. Can't help it. Get them all messed up and everything. Yeah, total confidence and fear. I mean, faith. Major part of that, because you're going to have a situation here. Even though people study angel, still matter of faith for them. I don't know if mass from how they hear they know what angel says, right? That's what I'm about. Because if they were supposed to get out here in December, we delaying because it's here. Anybody have confidence in it? Maybe something else. You gotta have total 100% confidence. Because people are so angry about it. These people need total faith because they can't see. They don't know. You give them a vision, and they say, oh man, is that right? I mean, you're gonna be on the fire. The economy is gone. The religion gone. It was based on false Israel, and that's gone. In total darkness here. It's gonna come suddenly, bam, out of nowhere. By people. Even me. I don't know exactly when. And said, I wouldn't know either. That's one. And I'm telling myself, man, I hope it don't happen. And that's problem. It's gonna be back time. Thing is, so sudden change, blackout. Then what? What do we do? You got all these they're talking shit, some agents or whatever, and so you say, and this, that, go back to Africa, take this country. You got demons, take this country. Like Africa, let's go to Haiti. Let's go to Jamaica. It's like what it all the time they coming after someone actually and attack you. Some you got somebody, and at this during this time he has to go to the NOI and get them to see it. Partially because they do have some idea of the lesson, so you have to go from scratch with them. You're giving their mind back. After you move the demons out, then they got to go out there and tell the rest of the people, hey man, you listen to this here, man. God told us, who? Angel, what the hell is an angel? We got to get together. Why? How can you guess your brother? Yeah. The demons, I mean, it's like some black people don't like others, but well, hell, let's got to go through all that. Get them together. Say, okay, now we got to, where I got to go to the West Coast. I'm on the East Coast. I got to go all the way to the West Coast. What's over there? Is a boat over there or something? Oh, what am I going there for? Are we going there? Yeah, but Arabia is east. We're going west. You say the goats coming in? Oh, we're going to run to them? These devils chasing us? And we're going to the West Coast. A space plane will come and take us? How are we going to get across the sea? On a space plane, come and get us right here. Why we got to wait till we get there? Got to go tribulate, got to be baptized, get yourself together. Get my mind back, man. What's wrong with my mind? I'm telling you, this is all legitimate. He's saying the same damn thing myself. You tell me all this stuff. Then you got demons saying, man, we stay here and take this country. Yeah, because you're familiar with the country. I mean, the buildings still stand. The stores in it. I mean, you got farms still just everything is just dead. But we stay together and fight. And man, as many demons over here as the original. Hey, it's 17 million of us. So, if y'all get with us, man, y'all get with us demons, we could take it. See? So you can't say it's numbers because it's half of them, it's half of you. You want to unite with them, man. What's wrong with your problem? Unite with them and we can take this country. Yes, you hear all that. You ever get to the West Coast and what's going to happen here? That's from Muhammad. How old is? Where is he at? He over 100-something years old? You know, you kidding me? You ever seen him? He got this plane. Gonna take us over Arabia? Why don't we go to Africa? Arabia. I know Arabia. Well, saying, what are you talking about? Now, are you conscious? Are you clear enough to deal with that? First, you got to do it NOI. Lead them. Then you got to lead them, and then you got to show them, lead them into getting the rest of the people together. Can you do that? Can you even come close to doing that? Are you taking care of your business now? But you can't say, well, I'm going to do it when it happens. No, it's bullshit. People say it all the time. I mean, I get in the ring. I know I'm going to kick it. No, if you don't practice, you're going to get your ass. That's the situation. Even if you believe it, I didn't believe. I'm lying. You're just going to all that just to get the people together. Then you got to start moving them. Women and children. The help you're going to get that point. Once you get to that point, right, then you have some help because you get food. So I'm getting food, so something must be happening. Got to get to that point. A lot of people be lost. A lot of people lost. And when you get there, right, then you, and in the meantime, you got people attacking you. Electricity, no gas, no. The women and children. We'll see. At this point, we'll see. Choice we made, the choice can be made based on my assessment. My assessment of I'm not gonna leave anybody think that wonder they there's people under there. They take them run them to. This is not a game. This is going to depend. Therefore, got to make. Anyway, boss, based on what I told you, now Levi yourself. Anybody? Anybody? Repent. They got to give something. Oh, I just say sorry. Got to get. It was with Farrakhan. Can we get you now? You understand, bro? Preachers out there, went to the furnace. Guys, preachers out there. Consequence. You cause people's deaths. There's people that die because you out there lying for their lives. But the consequence. Of the devil. And after do me, whichever. Which people angry. They just come. They play bingo. Mismatch, engine mismatch. These are proof that we got. We can be able to do. No engine, nothing is. You know, all if you can hide something from our people, put it in a book. Anything to keep them studying. Anything, they do anything. Keep them this. They haven't used it for anything. Now it's just maintain that. Anything to keep. This is what I had to use to get. anything. My brothers. Paradise creating. Let this run in them too, brothers. Don't, you will if you won't. Of the structure. And it's going out now. Right for a while, they're just out. Yeah, they want to block it. Okay, brothers and sisters. Obviously, I'm gonna let this go. Hasn't it working? I stopped. Maybe do a redux. They're doing this. With this, doing everything they can to keep me take down. Roughness. You know, okay, brothers and sisters. Obviously, I'm gonna let this go. Hasn't it working? I stopped. Maybe do a redux. They're doing this. With this, doing everything they can to keep me take down.